Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Slumber Party. Um, I see that three of my co-hosts are in the chat tonight, Selena and Bobby and Ramon. And hello and welcome. Um, let's see, we got all kinds of folks in here tonight. Oh, thank you, Sierra. Hey, darling, it just clicked who you were. Sierra used to be one of my students at work with me. Um, I miss her. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the intro is new. I got it about a month ago. Um, Big hugs to you too, Rose. Hi, artist Liz. See, Edward is here. Christine is here. Rishlene is here. Jackie is here. KL Starlight is here. And Maureen and Jackie. I don't remember if I said Jackie. I think I did, but oh well, I'll say it twice. Sabrina, and of course Selena, and Annie's Gift, Edward and Ruby and Brian, um, and let's see, Teresa and Tapioca is here. Violet, Stephanie, doop 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 doop. Let's see. I said that was Schweikoff is here. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Um, I was reading chat, and then the dog decided I got to go to the bathroom right now. So that's why I was a few minutes late starting. Um, and Phyllis is here. And do. Okay, wait, I got that. We got that. Rishlene, Todd is here. Dakota is here. Um, and Marby is here. And Butch is here. And Teresa and I said that one said Terry's here. Hey Terry, and Dolores is here. And old Windwalker is here. Um, let's see. Cindy is here. Okay, that's another name. Goody Katum. That's a new name. Hi and welcome. JWB is here. And let's see. All right. Did I get everybody? I think I got everybody. I hope I got everybody, or I'll be here all night. And it's just me, myself, and I tonight. So y'all be nice to me. Uh, Take it easy on me. Don't run me ragged. And yeah, it's been a busy day. I've been on air since like 11 a.m. this morning, my time. Um, I had a pre-recorded reading with Nate. We did our deep dive for the month, which was really interesting. And then I had a live with Sybil Harmony, which was a lot of fun. And then, of course, I had Diana and Valerie on for an updated astrological report, which I love listening to them because they get off into the weeds with all of that stuff. It's like, I don't understand astrology. I really don't. I, every time I think I'm starting to get a grasp on it, somebody flips to a different level, and I'm like, okay, you lost me again. But I love listening to them talk about it because they're just so good at it. It's like, oh, that's so cool. And we had a lot of fun. And I got some gifts this week, you guys. Oh my goodness, y'all are so freaking generous. It just blows my mind. Okay, we're using three new decks tonight. We got the zombie tarot for just a regular tarot deck. We got a new badass affirmations for women. And I got the Listen Bitch Part 2, the upgraded the upgraded card deck. And then I've got for just oral oral cards. God help me. Oracle cards. My mind went straight to the gutter with that statement. I got the Connections deck from Trish James. And so yeah, we got all kinds of fun stuff. And it's been a day, I will admit. It's been a hectic day. Tomorrow I will be brain dead, so that's to be expected. Um, I have I have laundry to do, and then backstage for Arthur tomorrow afternoon, which isn't too bad because Walter's there too. It takes two of us now to handle Arthur's backstage because he has so many people. He just went over on where is he at? I think he's getting close to hitting 100,000. I was like, Jesus, man, I just want to hit 10, and I will be happy. So, of course, I want to eventually move on up the scale, but right now I'm shooting for 10, and that's going to make me a happy camper. Um, so what's up with Scott and Francine? I see Richline asking about it. Um, and then Rose is getting ready to go see some family, which is wonderful. And um, let's see, anything. Here we go, biatches. You're right there, Bobby. And I still got to get a damn website. I got the new intro. Now it's working on the website. If I can figure out how to do that. So I'm hoping that Andrew, who did the intro for me, can help me with the website too. So, um, and thank you, Sabrina. Yeah, I'm really tickled with the new intro. I was yakking with Andrew on the phone one day, and I was bitching and complaining about trying to put together an intro, and I couldn't make it do what I wanted it to do, and blah blah blah. And he was like, "Well, send me what you're working on, and let me see if I can tweak it." And then he turned around and he sent me the whole thing completely made. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is too much." I don't look a day over 21, girlfriend. I'd go tell that lie to somebody else. Maybe I don't look a day over 61, but and actually I'm only a few years older than that. So yes, so Sierra was my best employee I ever had that worked for me. She was one of our student workers, and she kept my front reception area running like clockwork, and I miss her tremendously. Although Natalie has really picked up the ball from you, and she's doing a really good job this semester. And I got a couple of new guys in there that's helping out because Cameron graduated when you did last semester. So, um, is there an echo? Sorry about that, y'all. I don't hear an echo, but if y'all do, let me know. Uh, I don't know what I can do about it because my son's not here. Uh, so, yes, I'm wearing my black. It says, "Don't preach to me, and I won't cast a spell on you." I love the looks I get when I wear that at the grocery store. People like don't quite know whether to laugh because it's a joke or whether to like go down the other aisle because they're afraid to pass me. I don't know, like I'm gonna throw a spell on them or something. um, but oh hey Ann, hey Sandra, couple more people, sage burners here. Couple more y'all slipped in the back door when I wasn't looking. Um, yeah, we got 58 already. Wow. Um, well, I put this on everybody that comes every week to listen to me be silly, and I love the slumber party. This is my favorite show of the week, and I mean I like the other ones I do regularly, but this one is my favorite of favorites. Um, Okay, Dakota, spill. What did Nathan I echoed that you've been feeling? Hey, Bora Bora. And so, oh, Innocent Potatoes here. Hey there. And One Old Crow. Well, that's a new name. Welcome. Um, so let's see here. Hi, Judy. You've watched lots of me today. You're not sick of me already. I would think you'd be like, oh God, she's on again. And yeah, no, don't compare me to peanut butter. I can't stand peanut butter. Just the smell of it makes me nauseous. That's how bad it is. I'm not a peanut butter person. Um, uh, I have to fuss at my brother to wash his peanut butter knife when he gets through because I can't even stand the smell of it, like to wash it or something. It just uh, oh, hi, Goody Katum. Yes, that was Valerie and Diana, two ladies who have more knowledge of doing this kind of thing in their pinky than I've had in all the years I've been doing it. I mean, um, I got a whole bunch of cards, Rose, a whole bunch of cards. And we're going to try to start doing that with me and Valerie and Diana, like maybe once a month or every other month, and then maybe like switch off channels. So uh, make it easier on everybody. Um, oh, thank you, KL. That's so sweet. Ramon, my brother, he's there. I see his little smiley faces. Um, yes, we off to a great start, right to the gutter. That's me. You can find me in the gutter any day. Um, so let's see here. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Oh, I do sleep in on Sundays. That's my day. I don't set the alarm for anything. I sleep in. Then I go sit outside, drink a couple cups of coffee, and just kind of veg out. Listen to Danny do his Sunday with Spirit and a few others. Usually by Sunday morning, there's a fresh video from David and Gary, the Tarot twins, and I usually listen to their show, and then I go take a shower and wash my hair and start laundry. So uh, yes, this is the fourth one today. I'm a glutton for punishment today. Um, one at 11, one at 4, one at 6, and now. So um, I will definitely be brain dead by the end of the night. Uh, oh, that's right. It's Thanksgiving weekend in Canada. Happy Thanksgiving, Canadians. So if you see any Canadians out there, be sure to wish them happy Thanksgiving. I meant to send a damn card to Marina and I forgot. Doggone it. I'm going to write it down right now or I'm going to forget. Um, Send happy tea day to Marina. And this is next week's schedule. And it's not all of it. It's just what I got done so far. Um, oh, thank you, Celtics here. Hi, Liza. Well, we'll see what we can do, Liza. Let's just focus on it one at a time here. Okay. You worked in the yard. Yeah, it's been the last couple of days have been really nice here. I mean, um, in the mornings it's like in the 70s, which is just so nice to go sit outside and it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just right. Um, and then by midday it's hitting the upper 80s. We finally left the 90s behind. I hope. And let's see. What was that? Oh, hey, Christine. I don't remember if I said hi to you. Um, hey, Debbie. Yeah, that makes two of us, my dear. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is one of my faculty made a suggestion of uh, maybe approaching some of the students and asking them who would like to make a quick $100 and make a website for me. So I think I'm getting ready to do that, and because I'm at the point where I'm breaking even every month now as to what I bring is as to what I put out. And so it's just about to the point where it's ready to turn it into an official LLC business. And I definitely want to have a website ready to go before I do that. Um, so yeah, this weekend is the Festival of the Acadians Creole. It's Cajun and Creole festival this weekend. And so where my son works, that's all that's been playing since Wednesday night has been just Cajun and Creole bands. And so he's digging on it. Uh, actually, JW, that thumbnail photo of me, now the one of me is the Swamp Witch. That was a digital work by Michelle Marie. Um, she usually does Zoom readings now. She did that for me. And then the other one I used as just a headshot was a picture I took of myself. And then I ran it through an app program called New Profile Pic. And they fix it up. You know, they can make you look a little older, a little younger, a little skinnier, not quite as gray or more gray, or just depends on how you want it to look. And so that's fun to play with. Every couple of months, I take a new headshot and I go in and input it and see what comes out. Sometimes it's like, yeah, I don't like any of those pictures. So I don't use any of them. And sometimes I get several of them that I like. Um, Deborah Robbins. Okay, hi, Deborah. Red Gypsy. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's been like kind of like freaking out a little bit today because I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about the right name isn't showing up in the chats. You know that their names usually you see the channel name or whatever it is, or however they have it set up in their YouTube. So it okay, good, no echo. Okay, good. Hi, Judy, and hi, Annie. Okay, yeah, I don't hear an echo, guys, so I don't know. Maybe check your earbuds or something. Um, it's Violet. I got this T-shirt on Temu. I think I paid like $4 for it or something. It was fairly cheap. Um, no damn echo. Okay, Rose, you got it. Um, they've got some good ones. I've got another one that just says it says has I fully intend to haunt people when I die. Dot dot dot. I have a list. I wore that in the store one time. I forgot that I had it on, and because if I've got to go out in public, I'll usually change out some of these T-shirts because some people get like bent out of shape. Um, and I forgot I had that one on, and I was like trucking down the aisle at the grocery store, uh, and I stopped to get something off the shelf. And when I turned back to the basket, there was this little old lady coming towards me, pushing her buggy, and she looked 150 if she looked a day. I mean, she was like a little old lady, little bitty thing. And she's looking at my shirt, and I'm thinking, oh God, here we go. I'm going to get some kind of, religious crap thrown at me. And then she smiled and she says, I have one too. I'm talking about a list. And I'm like, Oh, that's awesome. So that was a lot of fun. Um, sometimes dealer's choice. Got it. Yeah. So yeah, yes, please hit the like button. That does help a lot. And after the show is over, if y'all go in and leave a comment that is at least 7 characters. I don't know why it's the number 7. That's what we learned. It has to be at least 7 characters, whether if it's 7 emoji you put in there, or you write a sentence, or whatever. Something about the magic number of 7, it pushes something on the algorithm that will help push it out a little bit better. And I was gonna do. They have an option that we can do to promote our channel through YouTube, and it's like that's kind of expensive. I can't afford to do that, so I'll have to wait. Maybe I'll make enough uh, Christmas money at Christmas time to be able to pay for a big promote then. And let's see. Pluto goes direct on Monday. Some big wig leaves relatively soon. Okay. Thanks, Celtics here. I do know that Monday is the 250th anniversary of the United States Navy, of their official first day of being official. Um, the 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 15th is crap. Now I'm going to forget. There's something big going on the 15th. Um, Arthur got a direct message for the 17th that something was going to happen on something's supposed to happen on Friday the 18th, and then Saturday is No King's Day, so that's the next big march coming up. So if you go to any of the marches for the No King's Day marches, please, 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 please do not react to anything in anger. They're going to have people out there that are going to be pushed out there for the distinct pleasure of piss people off and making them get violent. And that's what they're wanting to create. That's the whole point, is to get people to react violently. And so it's going to be very, very important for those marching against this current regime to not lose their cool. Don't don't get angry. Don't vandalize anything. Don't carry a big stick. Don't just stay chill. Laugh at them. If they try to provoke you, just laugh in their face and keep on going. Just don't let them push those buttons. And because that's what they're looking for, is for our buttons to get pushed. Um, and then let's see. Nice card. Okay. Um, yeah. Uh, the Epstein thing, his family, the Epstein estate, his brother is in control of that. And for every week that they don't go in and vote in, release the files, I'm talking about Congress, his estate is releasing a handful of the files, because they've got everything, to the press and to congressmen and stuff. And so it's not going to take long for everything to come out. And there's not going to be anything they can do about it, because they can't exactly tell his estate that they can't publicize those records, because it's their records. They own them. They can do what they want with them. Um, if there wasn't anything, if they had to have been responsible for doing things illegally, doing what they've been accused of doing, then why is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail? That's what put her in jail, are the files that they now claim they don't exist. It's like, well, then why is she in prison? Because that's what you convicted her for, was what was in the files. So, they're still trying to backpedal their way out of that. And then evidently, the current occupant, you got it, Artist Liz. Evidently there was some press conference or something, and the wife of a military member who's on active duty right now got the opportunity to ask the current occupant a question, and she let it be known that, how do you think it's fair that y'all have shut down the government and now none of our military are getting paid because there's no one there to okay it, and you expect them to go fight, but you're not going to pay them? How is that fair? Well, evidently nobody bothered to tell the current occupant that that's one of the things that gets shut down, right? And so he evidently sputtered and him and hawed and said, oh, no, we're going to make sure the military gets paid. In fact, I'm going to make a phone call today and tell them to cut them a check. It's like, okay, this is when you work for idiots and they don't know how the hell the government works. Because in order to pay the military, first, the Congress, which is on vacation again, the Congress has to pass a certain resolution stating that the military gets paid. And once that resolution gets signed and passed, then it goes to the secretary, the payroll secretary for the armed services, goes through that person, who then has to sign off on it and then send it to another department, who then cuts the check or makes the direct deposit, whatever. And that's how our military get paid. There are a lot of steps, and you have to take them in the right order, and each step has to be completed or they don't get paid. So current occupant can bloviate all he wants about, oh, I want, I'm going to make sure they cut him a check tomorrow or some such nonsense. No, it doesn't work like that. And this is one of the problems of why it's important that when you vote for someone, it's somebody who is intelligent enough to, one, read the Constitution, two, understand what it says, and three, knows how the government works. It's truly amazing, all of the unbelievable stuff that people think that the president can do or that the government can do. And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. That's not the way our government works. Our government is not a business. You cannot run a government like a business. A business's main goal is to make money for their shareholders. That's their number one goal, is you got to make money for the shareholders, for the board of directors. Oh, good. I'm glad you like those, Stephanie. And a government is not there to make sure the shareholders get their check. A government's main job is to protect and defend the people of that government, and to provide for the health, wealth, and security for their people. So yeah, that's why it's important to have people who know and understand how the hell the government works and what to do. I usually watch Sterling on Sunday as well. So, hey, Barbara. My caffeine drink is right here. I got a full jug. Some iced tea, and here's the. And I just ate a little bit of something just a little bit ago, so I'm fed. I've been to the bathroom, and hopefully I won't have to run and take a bathroom break in the middle of the show. And okay. All right. I'm almost at the bottom of the chat. If you'll quit jumping on me. Let's see. The Voodoo Lounge. That's a good one, Brian. I'll have to think about that. In fact, that's so good. I'm going to write it down because I will forget if I don't. Or I can have a segment anywhere that's the Voodoo Lounge. Because, I mean, technically the website's going to be Voices from the Swamp because that's the name of the channel. And that's the domain name that I bought and have paid for. So that's a cool picture. It was, like I said, Michelle Marie did that. She's a graphic artist. And she found a picture of just like a lady standing in the swamp, like a swamp witch type thing. And we just replaced my head with the other picture's head. And then she added some stuff in the background and added some extra touches, some extra fleur-de-lis on the staff and whatnot. And voila, I've got my picture. We had a different head on there originally. And then when I got a more front facing picture of my face, we substituted that in there. And I don't know, it looks like the head's too small. Just me, every time I look at it, I think the head's too small. So I need to play around with it and see if I can get that fixed. Because in real life, you would not catch me standing in a swamp like that. It's a good way to lose a leg or have something crawl up your leg, or yeah, no, you don't go stand in the water in the swamp. That's just something you just don't do. Oh, tie-dye Dawn Mad Hatter. I like that. That's cool. Hi, Denise. Yeah, well, I have people that live in the house with me, and they tend to forget that I'm on, and they go walking through and talking and making noise. Because y'all have to realize my bedroom is half of the living room. And so we have, the real thick blackout curtains that are installed. My brother put hardware on the ceiling. I had to buy like special type of hardware to hang a curtain rod from the ceiling. And so when I'm doing anything, I shut my curtains. So it blocks some of the noise. It doesn't block all of the noise. It's not like being in a room where I can shut the door and kind of shut the noise out that way. So, and every time they forget and walk through, it's, it's kind of, y'all hear it. So, I mean, usually if I hear them coming, I'll hit mute real fast. Yeah, Red Gypsy, places like Temu and whatnot, their prices are going up already on a lot of products. Now, what can save you a little money for sites like that are the ones that have a local warehouse, which means it's stuff that's already in this country that you buy from them. And then it's like ordering from Walmart or Kmart or something. Or I don't think there is a Kmart anymore. Target, I guess, would be. All right, let's see. Yeah, I've got Cox cable internet that's supposed to be between now and Christmas. It's supposed to switch over to the fiber, and then my network should be a whole lot better because I'll be on fiber then. And but Ivana has gone hardcore. Ivana's dead. Um, Unless she's come back, I guess that would be hardcore. I think you meant Ivanka or maybe Melania. I don't know how many people saw this, but Melania Trump gave a speech sometime this week. I don't know what day she did it on. I found out about it this morning, where she was talking to this group of people. I don't know what for. Um, and she made the comment of talking about President Putin, and that she and President Putin have a special back channel communication so that they can talk to each other regularly, and she can check in with him with how things are going. And when I heard her say that to this room full of people, you could have heard a pin drop when she said it. I don't think she realized what she said, but all I could think of was, holy shit, that's called treason. Um, Big time. And you just admitted in a public forum that you have a back channel to the dictator leader of a enemy country, and that you talk to him regularly. That's not a good thing, y'all. That's called treason. Um, so yeah. Uh, oh, absolutely, Denise. Y'all hold Denise up with some prayers, please. She's got a knee surgery in a couple of weeks, and that can be rough. I had a friend that had one knee replaced, and then about a year and a half later, wound up having to have the other knee replaced. So, um, oh, I like that, Ricky. That's cool. Um, okay, okay. Let's see. I'm almost to the 15th. I remember now what it was for the 15th. Is that would be payroll for the military. Military gets paid on the 1st and the 15th. So, yeah, if they don't get Moses Mike back in there to call Congress back in session and sign the damn bill to pay the military's not getting paid on the 15th. That's Wednesday. Um, and the only reason why he keeps sending Congress out to vacation and not letting them come back in and do all the work they need to get done is because the minute they do that, he has to swear in the new representative from Texas, who's a Democrat who took a Republican seat, and she's now the 218th vote to release the Epstein files. So that's the reason for this whole government shutdown nonsense and all this crap, is because they don't want Congress to be in session where they have to swear in new members that have been elected. Um, so yeah, we've got a whole lot of crap that's going to be hitting us between now and probably the first of the year, from how I understand it. And it's not going to be pretty, y'all. It's really not. All right. Yes, and there was the incident in Chicago where there were some protesters protesting ICE. There was like 3 or 4 ICE guys up on a rooftop, like a second-story building. There was a small group of protesters, ground level placards. They're just like walking up and down the street, doing their placards. And there was a priest who went up and started talking to the ICE guys. And he's like looking up at them. He's got his arms out. He's like trying to appeal to their better sense which I don't think any of them have. And in the process of it, he finally like turns around to walk away, and one of the ice guys, and this is on camera, somebody caught it. He just picks up his gun and patoom, right in the head, shot this priest in the head. Now, it was a pepper ball bullet. It wasn't a real bullet, thank God, or he would have blown his brains out right there. But he shot a man of the cloth in the head. That is, I have never seen any military of any kind do something like that, because they know you start shooting men and women of God who are representing faith, that's going to put you downhill real quick. And it was not only caught on video by quite a few people. I've seen several videos now. They shot this man in the top of the head. He hits the ground. Several people like drop their placards, run to him. They help him up, you know, because it wasn't real bullets, so he got lucky in that respect. And they're trying to help him walk away. And there were some ice people that evidently ground level coming up behind them. And I don't know what was being said because there was no real audio that you could hear. And the priest turns around to point his finger and yell at them. And one of them whips out a can of pepper spray and is like right in his face, just unloads the can in this priest's face. You can kill somebody doing that. That type of spray will shut your lungs down, okay? That's why it's so important, if you ever get pepper sprayed, to wash it off of your face and to take off the clothes you have on and put on other clothes, because just breathing it in will make your lungs collapse or shut down to where you can't get air in your body. And they want to act like it's no big deal. So that's the kind of crap we're putting up with. And of course, they're so brave and strong that they have to wear ski masks and sunglasses, because God forbid anybody see who they are, which just goes to show, you know, what chicken shits they are. All right, I think I'm almost there. Two. Hi, Night Moon Glow. Okay, gotcha. All right. Damn it. Quit jumping, chat. The chat keeps jumping on me. And then I have to scroll up and then scroll back down. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. What's not Sherry? I don't know, Arctic Fox. I can ask the guides and see if they give me an answer. I'm not really an animal whisperer, I guess you could say. That would be more Spirit Whisperer Mark. He's the one that's really plugged into animals. He and Debbie do a show together every Monday that's animal readings. So if we're not able to get an answer tonight, I would highly recommend catching their show on Monday. It's what's Debbie's channel's name, y'all? Jesus, I'm going blank. Freedom something freedom. It's got freedom in the name. Or Spirit Whisperer. That's Mark's channel. And then Freebird Spirit. That's it. Debbie Freebird Spirit. And they usually switch off on whose channel it's on, but it's every Monday I think it's like around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. So figure out your time zone to see where it is. But if we can't get an answer tonight, I mean, I can try. I can't guarantee anything. I would highly recommend to check with them and see if you can get Jason, my darling. How are you doing? Are you feeling better? Jason had a lot of medical stuff done recently and is just now getting back on his feet. So y'all keep him in your prayers as well. And all right. All right. Oh, thank you, Jason. You're such a sweetheart. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to answer that question, but I want to get to the bottom here real quick. I lived in Arizona for 10 years. I lived in Phoenix, or I lived in Sun City West for a very short period of time. Then I lived in Scottsdale. We used to call it Snotsdale, but because that's where all the snooty people live. I lived in Scottsdale for a while, and then I lived in actual Phoenix, for several years before I came back home to take care of my mom. Yeah, Red Gypsy, that's a good one. Yeah, he must not have been praying to the Republican Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jason. Jason just gave somebody a free membership. Let's see who it is. Who got the membership? I gotta look on the YouTube chat. Who got it? Who got it? Who got it? Who got it? Somebody got that membership. Anna Hutchinson got it. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Jason. Well, Anna, kindly email me your email address so that when I send out information for members, I'll have an email address to send it to. And thank you, Jason. You are far too generous. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Debbie. That's really disgusting. All right, all right. I think I'm at the end. I think I'm at the end. Oh my God. Okay, I'm speeding up now, so hopefully I don't miss anybody. I hit the end. Oh, yay. Okay, we've got 29 questions are not closed. Or, no, I said that wrong. Questions are closed. So, mods, you're now on duty. If anyone comes in and wants a question, tell them they can put it in, but there's no guarantee that they're going to get their question answered. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? I know I had somebody from this morning that came back. I told them to come back and I'd put them to the front. Let me find them. There we go. It was Richly. All right. I knew I saw somebody that was like, you said to remind you it was from this morning. So, okay. Any money coming my way soon? I am to let know. Yeah, okay. Okay, Richly, when you say coming soon, do you mean like before the end of 2025? Do you mean sometime within the next year? our soon and spirit soon are two different soons. So it helps if you can kind of put a timeline to that. Um, oh, wow. Y'all got snow coming? You're up in Canada, so we still got the AC running here. um, so I'll be glad when it cools off. You're the first one that gets to use the zombie deck. Hot damn. All right. I have not used this at all. I just opened it up earlier. By the end of 2025. Okay, thank you, Miss Clean. That gives me a little something to kind of work with there. Because otherwise I'll get a blank. How soon is soon? Yeah. So, because yeah, their time frame and our time frames not the same. All right. So let's see. Anybody coming this your way by 2025? All right. First card up, the Chariot. Let's get a move on. Everybody, let's go. So that's fairly good. That's telling you money's coming. Then we got the Nine of Wands. Okay. Nine of Wands is basically looked at as being the card of you're battle weary, you're tired, you're ready for this show to be done. But at the same time, you still got your guard up because you know that more battles are coming. So with this, I think that it may be a little tight between now and the end of the year, but you're knowing that it's coming and you're hoping it hits before the end of 2025. And then I got, well, what is hazards? I got to look that one up. I don't know what that means. I'm sure it gives me an idea of, okay, Suiting Cups, Wands, Swords, Hazards. Okay, hazards are pentacles. I figured I'd figure that out eventually. So what is this? The Ace of Pentacles. So that's new things, new ideas, new stuff coming in. So I'm saying, just looking at this, we're looking at everything's getting a move on. Let's do it. You're tired of waiting, but you know it's coming. You just don't know how quickly it's coming. And then the Ace of Hazards is telling you something new on the horizon. Well, you wouldn't have something new on the horizon if the money didn't get there. So I'm thinking, just from looking at this, that yeah, you should be getting something coming in before the end of 2025. That's what I'm getting off of that. So I hope that helps. And all righty. Let's see who was next up. Now, as y'all know, members go first, donations go second, and then everybody else at the end. So, and it's all done in the order that you've entered it into the chat. Next up is Schweikoff. Who would like an oracle card, please? Alrighty. Let's see what we get here. No, don't fall on the floor. And I've had cards jumping on me all day long. It's like, Every time I picked up to shuffle, half the deck would end up on the floor. Stay. All right. With some of them, it's just because they're really slick cards, and so they move really easy. With others, they're new decks, so it's like they're not used to being shuffled and moved around. And sometimes it's just spirit saying, "Pay attention, we want that card." So, all right. Okay, we got commotion, making a big fuss, a dramatic situation. I love that parrot. That's pretty. So I don't know if that's you making a fuss or if that's someone. It feels more like it's someone else, not you. It doesn't feel like it's you. It feels like it's someone else that's just making a lot of commotion in your life right now. They're kind of making a big mess. They're drama queen is somebody you got there that's a drama queen, and they're gonna show their ass and run around and act like it's the end of the world because you're not kissing their ass. And so that's kind of what I'm picking up from that. So I feel like that just feels like there's somebody around you that's going to be making a big fuss about nothing. As Linda G likes to say, a nothing burger. She emailed me today actually to see how I was feeling. I was really touched. I was like, that's so sweet. Okay, Jackie, you're next. And would like a card dealer's choice. Let's go with badass affirmations from women. How does that sound? This is actually pretty thick deck. I mean, at least it's like normal size, so it's not like I'm trying to shuffle great big giant cards, because that can be difficult to do. They're also stiff as all get out, so it's hard to get them to shuffle. All right, let's do a couple more here. Get these kind of mixed up. Get in there. Okay, let's see what we get, Miss Jackie. All right. And the winner is, it says, my confidence is my best accessory, and I wear it every day. I like that thought a lot. Yeah, absolutely. Wear that confidence with pride. Show it to everybody. And all I can say, Canadians, is be prepared. There may be a lot of Americans making a run for the border. Depending on what happens in the next 6 months or so. And maybe a lot of us making a run for the border saying, get me out of here. All righty, let's see. Who's next is Edward. Would like a naughty card, please. You got it. All right. Let's see what we got here. That one's not really a naughty card. Wait. Let me grab my other. standard standby naughty deck. And let's go to the good old rebel deck. Okay. All right, let's do a couple of shuffles here real quick. Oh, God, they got that air conditioner turned out way too far. Like, I feel like my teeth are going to start chattering in a minute. All right. Here we go, Mr. Edward. It says, ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. So you hear that, huh? Listen to a professional. All righty. Let's see who we got. Next is Miss Marby. And would like an oracle card. Yes, ma'am. You got it. Have a second, guys. I gotta go turn that AC up. My nephew gets hot in his room, and instead of just putting the AC down like one notch of wherever it's at so it'll cut on for a few minutes, he'll put it down to like 67. Next thing I know is like, Jesus, you can hang meat in here, man. All right. An oracle card. All right. Okay. This looks like some good news. It says inheritance left for you. I want you to have it. So I don't know who's leaving it to you. Somebody's going to give you some money fairly soon, it seems like. It just says left for you. That's what it feels like. It feels like some kind of way. I don't know if it's to a relative maybe that's passed, or a friend, or a payoff on, say, like a lawsuit or something. But you got some money coming. Hang on to it. Don't loan it to anybody. You'll never get it back. I learned that lesson the hard way. So there you go, my darling. Okay, let's see who we got next. Is Tapioca Thievery is up next. I love that name. A naughty card. All right. Yeah, I'm moving along pretty good here, guys. So hopefully we're not going to have any issues. And I don't go falling asleep. Now that the AC is running cold enough to hang meat in here. Okay. You're doing a badass attitudes for women. It says, part-time people don't belong in my life. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But it doesn't sound very naughty. So Let's pull a quick rebel. See what they say. Says, shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. There you go. Best answer you could get. If things aren't going right, make adjustments or just walk. One of the two. Okie dokie. Let's see who is next. Christine Thomas is next. And would like a card from the new Naughty deck. All right. Well, since we haven't used this one yet, we're going to use a Listen Bitch card. Volume 2. Or part 2, as I said. It says, listen, bitch, live in the now. The past is on mute and the future can hold. There you go. Yeah. Live in the now. The past is on mute and the future can hold. Well, it won't hold long, though, so don't wait too long. But you should be okay. Alrighty. Let's see who we got next. Butch is up next. Hey, Butch. All right. Okay, nice card. Oh, awesome. Thanks for giving me that feedback, Butch. I appreciate it. That really makes my day whenever something comes through and then you'll come back and say, it happened, or yeah, that's exactly what you said to look out for, kind of thing. That makes me feel really good. So, all right, what do we get? We got anniversary, a celebration, alcohol related. All right, so this sounds like you're going to go out and tie one on. Might I say, please drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. If you're going to go out and have a few, tie one over. Make sure you put enough money aside for an Uber home. Because you don't want to drive home drunk. And with that many drinks in front of her, if I drank that many, I would be passed out cold. Alcohol and I don't mix well together. All righty. I hope that helps. Okay, let's see who is next. Anne is next because Anne is a member. A SASSY card. You got it. I think they've got a new upgraded version of the Rebel deck too. I'm gonna have to go in and look. Seems like somebody told me that. I was thinking it was Ramon that told me that. Or maybe I'm just thinking of somebody else. His name just keeps popping up. Which is... All right. It says, you think someone is lying. They are. Well, that's sweet to the point. Let's see. Badass Affirmations for Women says, I walk into every room like I own it because I know I'm a force. The only opinion that matters is mine. Well, I can see the spirit behind that, but who wants to hang around somebody that acts like that? I mean, for real. Um, Here you go, Anne. I hope that helps. Alrighty. Let's see. Rose is next. And like a nice pretty card. You got it. Artist Liz, you're next. So let's see what we got here, Rose. When do you leave to go see your brother again? I know you said earlier, and I can't remember. Wow, we got 94 people in the room. That's pretty cool. Go hit that thumbs up button, please. That helps tremendously. Actually does. Ooh. Okay. We got clarity. That's a pissed off looking eagle. It says, I see clearly now in your dreams. Oh, that sounds like a threat. Wait, what? You're meeting your brother, right? It's a half brother, I think you said, or something like that you're meeting for the first time, and some family. And so, yeah, you want that clarity. You want to be able to know that the person that you're inviting into your life, you want to make sure that it's not a round peg trying to go in a square hole, or vice versa, however that goes. A square peg going in a round hole, that's what it is. But this says clarity. I see clearly now in your dreams. So also, this is dropping a little hint for you to pay attention to some of your dreams, okay? I would say that this means to, maybe keep a little notepad and a pen by the bed. If you wake up in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning, you wake up and you've got that dream fresh in your brain, write down as much as you can. Don't worry about punctuation or anything like that. Just write it down, and then you can come back to it later and see if it still speaks to you the same way. With a lot of us, that's how we get downloads, is when we're sleeping, which is why a lot of us are so damn tired when we get up the next morning, because we got downloads all night, and Spirit makes us work for it. So I hope that helps, Miss Rose. And let's see who we got next. Is Artist Liz is next up, followed by Terry Mullins. You're next, my dear. All right. A nice card. You got it, Liz. All right, let's see what we got here. This one says longevity, a long life. And then it says lived long. So yeah, I mean, turtles grow to be 250 years old before they're even considered past the prime of their life. I don't know why I know that, but I do. I think I read it somewhere. But yeah, longevity, long life. That's something a lot of us really look forward to, is having that longevity in life. That, whatever it is that the person that owns that house is treating you the way they are. I'm getting really strong, really strong, drawn out feelings when it comes to like having any kind of service done, like getting your hair cut, getting your nails done, getting a what do you call it when they do it to your feet? Uh, you have a long life, you've lived a long life because you care and it shows. Um, I think it went right out my head. Let me think about this for a minute. Longevity, long life. I mean, this almost feels like it's somebody saying goodbye in a permanent way. And that's something that a long life is really, really good, but it's the quality of life that counts more. I would rather have a shorter lifespan knowing that I lived all the days to the best of my ability to do unto others. Um, I can also understand the joy of going out to bag your first deer. I used to do that with my grandfather when I was little, go deer hunting with him. Um, I never shot anything because it was like killing Bambi's mom. Couldn't do it, but I was involved. Let's put it that way. Um, so yeah, artist Liz, that's what I'm getting. Longevity, a long life. I mean, you're gonna be around for a long time, so quit trying to pack up your belongings like you've got to go. You're not going anytime soon. Um, yeah, they said they were like they were like just tell her to unpack and relax. I don't know if you've packed anything or not, or if this is just a running joke maybe from somebody, but that's what they just said to me. Just tell her to relax and unpack. So you got it. Message delivered. That was funny. Um, okay, Terry, you're up, and that makes who was the next? Okay. Um, oh, thank you, KL. Okay, that wasn't a question. It was just it stars it automatically. Um, I'm just gonna push it aside so Arthur can deal with it later. Um, a naughty card, nasty card. Okay, let's see what we get. Let's see what we got. Y'all heard that Diane Keaton passed away today, huh? That was really sad. He was only 79. That's really not that old in the scheme of things. I mean, people live longer and longer every year. I mean, I keep thinking maybe if the universe moves quickly enough, I won't have to age anymore. Like being a bitch sucks, man. Getting old sucks because it's like nothing works anymore. All right. It says time to let go. Move the fuck on. Just be done with it. Move on. Say, okay, that's it. I've had it. I'm out of here. Sometimes those can be more powerful than anything else in this big old planet is people that are just like, here you go. um, all right. So Jason left. Thank you so much for your gifted membership. And then Terry wanted a. Did I read your card? God Almighty, I'm losing my mind. Um, okay, I did read it. Okay. Sometimes I forget. Alrighty then. Next question. Let's go. Oh, no wonder it's not working. I picked up the wrong mouse. I'm like, why isn't it scrolling? Okay. And that was Terry that we just read on. And I think the next, I was going with the next one. So here with the through. Okay. Sometimes I confuse myself. All right. Kale Starlight. Well, we thank you for being here with us. We do this for y'all. I mean, that's why we do this. Did you not want a card, dear? There it is. Okay. Dealer's choice. Maybe you should have held on for that. Um, my in-laws are so screwy in the head. Yeah, except that dealer's choice. All right, we got put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. I get that because I talk to machines all the time. All right, let's see. Do we have any other? Oh, wow, Judith, that's really sweet of you. Thank you so much. Um, Finances. It's like regular tarot. All right, let's see what we get here. First card out, Justice. So I feel like you're Your finances are going to kind of balance out. That doesn't mean to go out and buy new toys for your kids every day or stop for a Mickey D's Happy Meal or fill in the blank. Sometimes the correct justice is to just do what's right and to do it the old-fashioned way. That's what I'm picking up. All right, next up we've got the 9 of hazards. So that is the 9 of, what did we say hazards were? I don't remember. Hazards are pentacles. That's right. Okay. I went completely blank. It was like, okay, I knew that it was just there. And the fun part is now I can't remember what the damn card stands for. 5, 6, 7. I need the 9. All right. Well, this is pretty good. First off, we got the Justice card. So that's really good. That means things are becoming balanced, fair and balanced, and you want that. And then you got the 9 of hazards. And I had to look it up because I couldn't for the life of me remember what the damn card stood for. And it stands for prosperity, independence, confidence. You're able to work through catastrophes until prosperity comes about. Nothing breeds confidence like having a success. And you're going to find yourself with plenty of both. Business is booming and the future looks bright. Well, that's what I call my kind of reading. So I think for the next 3 months, you should be okay. I'm not picking up any negativity on that, except for me dropping cards. Yeah. Ow. And of course, they're new cards, so they want to like slide all over the damn place. Get all the cat hair off of them. Okay. All right. I got to stand up for a minute, guys, because my back is like hurting. So thank you, Judith, very, very much. That is greatly appreciated. Okay. And then let's see. Who is next would be Babette is here. Hi there, my dear. Thank you for your donation. My choice for you, we're going to do a badass affirmation cards for women. It's brand new. It's the first time we're using this. I know it looks weird. I'm standing up, but my back is like straighten up for a minute. Sometimes if I sit too long, it can make the pain worse. I know if I stand too long, so a lot of times I have to kind of do a little of both. This says, negativity can kiss my ass. I'm here for good energy and positive vibes, nothing less. Now, this is my kind of card right here. Negativity can kiss my ass, or like I like to say, my lily white ass. I'm here for good energy and positive vibes, nothing else. Amen. That's a good amen card there. All right. Thank you, Miss Babette. And JW, you are up, my dear. A nice card. You got it. Let's see what we get. All right. Okay. This says, I had to go. Journey is over. I could not stay. So this is someone or something in your life that has been important, that their time here with you is over. It was time for them to go. Whether if it's like time to go, like this is it, or if they're just moving on to their next place to be. Okay. Um, oh, good night, Jason. Love you, darling. Get some rest. Um, y'all be sure to keep Jason in your prayers because he's still recuperating. He had some medical stuff that took place. So we want to make sure he's healthy, wealthy, and wise when he comes back on his feet again. This JW, this feels like someone in your life that has crossed over. That's what I'm getting. They didn't want to go, but they knew it was time to go. And they're okay with that. Now, this could have been somebody that passed last year or yesterday. I'm not getting a timeline on that. But what I am getting is that this person did care about you, and they worried about you, and they wanted to make sure that you were going to be okay. And to do that, they had to let you know that they are okay. Right? That's it. Okay, they're not saying anything else. I like to give it a minute there and make sure that they don't last minute throw something out at me. Okay. All right, Cindy, you are next, my dear. An oracle card, absolutely. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the show with Nate today. We have a lot of fun. We get started and we start talking backstage. It's like, oh crap, we got to hit record. And we're both bad about doing that. Because we just start yakking and just lose track of time. Nate is such a sweetheart. Just absolutely one of the nicest men I have ever met. One of the kindest spirits I have ever met. He's just, man, he's just got a heart of gold. And he is just so precious. And I so enjoy his company. I really like reading with Nate. We seem to just kind of feed off of each other when we're reading. And that's always really nice to have happen, because then you start developing that relationship one step more, and that's a good thing. All right. Okay, Cindy. What we got was reunion, together again, and we will meet again. So I'm not sure if you have maybe a high school reunion or a college reunion or maybe a family reunion. Guess there are families that still do that kind of thing. Um, but as you can see, I mean, these are two cats just holding each other, loving on each other, because one knows the other is getting ready to move on. And I really feel like he's trying to say that whoever this is, and they're not giving me a name, but it's like you were always there for them and they wanted you to know how much they appreciated it, even if you didn't realize it. You were still one of those kind of people that when it comes to your friends and your family, you're the first one to step up and say, I'll do it, I'll take care of it. And they knew that, they acknowledged that, and they're so very thankful for that. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. Wow. So there you go, my dear. I hope that resonated with you. All right, let's see. Brian is next. The thriller. I know, I don't know how many of you get into like acapella music, acapella groups. There is a fantastic acapella group, and you can watch them on YouTube called Voice Play. They are basically known as the theater kids of the acapella world. Acapella, however you say it. Um, they love to get dressed up, to get into character, to do things, and they're so good at it. Last year for Halloween, their Halloween video they released in October was a cover of Thriller from Michael Jackson. And they did a really superb job. They really, really did. Um, I keep hearing them singing the song in my head. Of course, I remember when Michael Jackson came out with that live in the beginning. And people were paying money to go to the theater to watch the video. So it was kind of like the beginning of MTV and stuff. And so not a lot of people had that. Um, and they released it as a theatrical release. Like, you know, you went, you paid your ticket for a full on movie, and you spent 10 minutes in the freaking place and it was over. A lot of people weren't happy with that, but there you go. It was what it was. Um, so that was kind of cool. Let's see what we get here. All right. Hold for you. It says, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. I know a lot of people could use that message. Big time. Um, Thank you, Brian. And I love your music lyrics. You always do one at some point in the show where it's like, oh, I remember that song, and it's like playing in my head, and then I'm not hitting my cues on here, so I had to turn off the music because it kept messing me up. So I hope that that helped you, my dear. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right. Old Windwalker would like cards, please. Our choice. Your choice. What I need to know for the near future. Good night, Judith. Thank you for coming. All right. Listen, biatch. This is all a game, and your biggest competition is yourself. Level up. So somewhere down the line, there's some kind of a major event or competition, contemplation. Get the word out in a minute. Um, right, so level up. This is what you got. I zoned on y'all for a minute. My apologies. It's starting to catch up with me. All right, Dolores, you are up next and would like a message from your spirit guides. Okay. Let's see what they got to say. Dolores. Oh, I like this one. This one says, assistance, spirit guide, here to help you. That's the biggest, that's the biggest message. That's the push of what they're putting out right now. So that you are completely unaware while they're here to help you, you are here to help others. You are here to give assistance. And the way you do that and do that well is by plugging in closer to your guides. Simply talk to them just like you talk to anybody you run into on the street. Well, maybe not that bad. You might be a little bit more respectful when it comes to your guides, but talk to them like normal and just be like, what is it you want me to do? Or what is it you want me to say? It is truly They're not giving me anything else. Okay. I thought they might have had something else to go with that, but that was it. All righty. Stephanie Butler, you are up and would like a sassy card. You got it. We're going to do a badass affirmations for women. And it says, I've got all the power I need right here. My self-esteem ain't fragile. It's tough as fuck. I'm unstoppable, period. This is an attitude where a lot of us are going to wind up taking at Christmas time. Yeah, that I like the way this starts off with, I've got all the power I need right here. That speaks volumes. Absolute volumes. The power is within us. We all have it. We can all access it. Some of us can access certain parts of it easier than others, and vice versa on something totally different. Yeah, that's all I'm getting off of that. I hope that helps, Stephanie. Let's see. Next up, we've got Violet's Violet Strange. Violet Strange. Okay, that's a new name. Welcome. Thank you for coming. All right, may I please have a nice card? Absolutely. So it's telling me he's a pushover. I don't think so. I like this one a lot. It says nurture. Mother's Pentacles. Pentacles on high screen. Oops. Y'all know I'm starting to zone out. Dropping cards left and right. Here we go. Okay, we drew nurture, mother energy. So this is letting you know that it's time for you. You not only provide nurture for others, but it's time for you to nurture yourself. It's time for you to give yourself a little pat on the back. Give yourself an afternoon off. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Go get a pedicure. Whatever makes you feel special, schedule that in this week. If you can't do it for this week, then do it for next week. Listen to me. The number one example of what happens when you don't do that. Um, don't do like me. Actually follow through. All right. I hope that helps. Let's see. Sabrina, you are up. Happy cards. Okay. All right. Lourdes, I will try, honey. If I can stay awake long enough to do it, I will try. Just put in there naughty or nice, whichever. I got a card. It was backward there. All right. Why was that one backwards? Oh, that's because I just pulled it. I'm getting irritated now. They keep wanting to jump out of my hands. Oh, for God's sakes. Can't get through one shuffle without y'all jumping out at me. Let's see here. We got, oh, you also got inheritance left for you. I want you to, what does that say? I want you to have it. So somebody in your life, whether if they've recently passed or maybe they're getting ready to pass, but there is somebody who knows and sees you, who understands you, and they just want to make things a little bit easier for you. So yeah, any remember that when and if you do inherit money, large money, from what the hints have been, and I have to go walk like all through this construction stuff to get to where I need to go. And this is talking about inheritance left for you. Sometimes we have to go on that little trek to get around, to get to what it is we need to get. But there's a portion of this that's been left behind for you to find. That's what I'm getting, big time. Did it again. So inheritance left for you. Don't squander it, whatever it is. Be frugal, be careful. If it's money, put it in the freaking bank and don't let anybody know you got it. That's the best way to keep a friendship. It's don't let anybody know you won the lotto. All right. Ruby Moon. All right. We're down to the last few. We've got Ruby Moon right now, followed by Liza Field, Night Moon Glow, Arctic Flocks, and Celtic Seer. So if y'all could kindly let me know in the chat if you're here and raring and ready to go, and we will take it from here. Ruby Moon wanted a nice card. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, Ruby Moon, I drew for you abandoned, left behind, left babies behind. Well, that doesn't sound very good. But I can see where one would feel a little more independent if we block his. That's it. All right. So I caught it. So here you got the hummingbird. So abandoned, left behind. So there's something that you've left behind. There's some kind of either a relationship, a feeling, a person. And there goes the card because I'm wiping out on y'all. If it is someone that has recently passed, don't keep mourning and grieving for them. They have passed on. Let them ascend to the next level. And basically, with a lot of people, they may get a handful of people that subscribe to them once a year. You know, it happens. But this is talking about abandoned, left babies behind, left up to 9 babies behind. And from what they were saying, for the age of these infants, they weren't old enough. I mean, they had to make us go through an extra waiting period for the cats because the dog would go eat their food. Um, and I'm sure that they feel very abandoned when that happens. And I'm just trying to tie in that correlation, the importance of we all get abandoned at one point or another in our lives. We all feel like we've been let behind. Yeah, that's all they're saying. They're not giving me anything else. All right. I hope that helped, Ruby. All right. We've got Liza Field. Okay. Okay. All right. What did I just do here? Okay. I got it. Liza. I keep hearing Tom. Uh, what's his name? Tom Jones. Is that it? Tom Jones. Singing very softly. Yep. Okay. Trying and reading for how to heal deeply for me. All right. Let's see. Go back in there. Reading for how to heal deeply for me. The first thing I picked up was stop walking around barefoot. Move it to daddy. Liza, are you still here? I mean, if not, then I can go in and give that. Good night, KL. Thanks for coming tonight. Thank you for the donation. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks, Brian. I needed that reminder. Yeah, she's not replying. Good night, Arlene. All right. Well, we're just gonna move to the next one and see what happens. Night Moon Glow. Sassy card. You got it. You're getting a badass for women. I just feel like this is gonna be your night with this one. Like this. It says, I live my truth. No fucks given. I'm real, I'm proud, and I don't bend for anyone. We should all be so very frank about that. I like that one. That was a good one. All right. All right. Arctic Fox, you are up. Why my dog is not eating. It could be anything from not feeling well enough. Maybe there's an upset tummy. Maybe there's something that's not right, something out of whack. I don't know if you've seen these guys before, but there are chiropractors who do nothing but animals. It blows my freaking mind, especially when you see the result on the dog's face after they've been cracked. Like, where have you been all my life? Um, I'm just not picking up anything, Arctic Fox. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Arctic Fox. I am just not picking up anything. Um, all right, Celtic Seer, you still here, my dear? Acting weird for a couple of weeks. I would suggest Arctic Fox taking him to the vet and having them give him a thorough checkup, make sure that some unkind person hasn't tried to poison him or that he wandered too far and ate something he shouldn't have. I mean, he's a dog after all. As much as we love them to death and dress them up in little costumes and ridiculous shit like that to give us a laugh, they are still they still fight to hang on to that dignity of theirs. Yeah. All right, let's get the Celtic Seer here. Do you think the military is considering their options? Oh, absolutely. Celtic Seer. I've read on this several times since the Dog and Pony show last week. The upper brass are furious beyond measure that they got called out of combat necessary duties to go sit and watch two men who know nothing about the military, have never served in the military. Both were draft dodgers, so to speak, and got their way out of it. And now they want to tell Congress how they can think. I'm just, and Nathan and I talked about this earlier today. My biggest hit was there was a serious error made on the part of Jumpy Pants and Hedgehog, and that was bringing all those brass together under the same roof at the same time. You know, there were a great many of men and or women too who were there who was like, hey, let's go catch a beer when this is over with. And what do you think they were doing? I think they were seriously looking at their options of how the hell we get this idiot out of this White House. And I really don't think it's going to be that much longer before. Oh no, that's a good idea. Okay. Are they considering their options? Yes, absolutely, to a certain degree. Um, I'm still believing very strongly that what happened with the Dog and Pony show, these two slobbering, skin devil pocked. I think the military is at this point, and this is according to everything I have read since the incident last week. I think that the current occupant and staff are truly blindsided and floored by his reaction to some of this stuff because his attitude was one of, yeah, I'm not playing this game. I'm just not picking up anything else, Celtics here. It's like they are considering the 25th. And due to his erratic behavior, erratic firings just across the board, not even looking at what people's status or standards are, we're talking people that have spent lifetimes with the course being better for us. I still keep getting pulled back to this question. I feel like something major is going to happen next week. I really, really, really do. And I think it's going to involve the upper brass of our military that are going to put down orders that are going to protect the protesters and not the other way around. All right. Kale, did Kale go to bed? Yeah. Oh, she just gave a super chat. Oh, thank you, Kale. Oh, she is still here. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Kale, are you still here? All right. Well, just a minute, Ronald. All right, Kale, this is what I got for you. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. It looks like what this is saying is that you need some time alone with friends. What better way to spend your evening than to sit and talk and visit with somebody who has the same interest as you, who's willing to learn at the same rate as you? I'm not picking up. Okay. They just gave me don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone. Give your reason why. And when you pursue that, make sure that you've got the postcard ready to go in because there's only going to be a set window number of time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just not picking anything up. I keep trying and it's just not working. Just thank you, Anne. All right, one more time. Liza Field, are you here? Going once. going twice. Okay, y'all, I was just trying to see if they had any messages for just everybody in general. Basically, all they're saying is keep smiling, keep being there for your brother and your sister, your friends, your neighbors, your aunts, your uncles, whoever, even the MAGA ones, even the ones that make you feel like you got to rip out your hair to get them to stop long enough to listen. Part of their brain is listening, and it's becoming harder and harder for them to take the two between them and divvy them up. Yeah, nothing. I keep trying to pull something. I keep trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Nothing's coming. All right, guys, it's been a little over 2 hours, and I am starting to fade out fast, as most of you can probably tell. I'm starting to get. Um, Thank you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. Next week is we're gonna have Ramon with us next week, which will be a lot of fun. And he is a beautiful, beautiful soul, both inside and outside. And y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Try not to work too hard if you are working. Try to enjoy some of your weekend, not just doing housework, laundry, and God knows what else. You know, you got to take care of you first, or you aren't going to see a change. Um, yeah, that's it. Okay, they keep like somebody tap 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 tap, trying to get your attention. That's what it feels like. All right, y'all. Have a great evening. I am going to go to bed now. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.